Hey everybody, what's up? This is Crypto Cody, and I'm so excited to do another video for you guys. Guys, if you could do me a huge favor, please like, subscribe, comment, hit that bell notification. That would mean the world to me. Guys, in today's video, it is crazy exciting. We have Justin Sun, CEO of the Tron Foundation, and his word against Warren Buffett, big mutual fund investor, about their dinner. It's crazy what they talked about with cryptocurrency. So let's hop into the news, guys. Wow. Okay. I don't know if you guys have seen the news today, but unfreaking believable. So for those of you who, watched the video that Justin Sun put out talking about his discussion where he had him and Charlie Lee and many other people that are large, parts of the crypto community over to the dinner with Warren Buffett. The way that Justin Sun painted that picture was so incredibly optimistic. And then today's news comes out, and you know what? I'm not even gonna say much right now. I just want you guys to check out this video.
Change your mind on cryptocurrencies. For anybody who doesn't know, Justin Sun bought the dinner or the lunch that you just had from the last Glide Foundation fundraiser. He is actively involved in Bitcoin. After that meeting, his PR people put out some notes saying that, you kind of listened to cryptocurrency and maybe you're a little more in tune with the idea of Bitcoin now.
Well, I would say this, when Justin and four friends came, they behaved perfectly, and we had a good 3.5-hour dinner, and the whole thing was a very friendly exchange of ideas. But cryptocurrencies basically have no value, and they don't produce anything. So you can look at your little ledger item for the next 20 years, and it says you've got X of this cryptocurrency or that. It doesn't reproduce, it doesn't deliver, it can't mail you a check, it can't do anything. And what you hope is that somebody else comes along and pays you more money for it later on. But then that person's got the problem. But in terms of value, zero.
So it sounds like he did not change your position.
No, but I didn't change his either. And I had a very pleasant dinner, and those people they behaved more than well. And they gave Justin gave $4.6 million to Glide, and that will buy a lot of meals and provide a lot of beds for people in San Francisco. So I thank him.
He gave you some Bitcoin. What's it feel like to be a Bitcoin owner?
I don't have any Bitcoin.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
No.
You don't own Bitcoin?
No, I do not own one. I don't own any cryptocurrency. I never will. And in the end, I may start a Warren currency. Maybe I can create one, and I'll say there's only going to be 21 million of them, and you can have a little ledger sheet from me and everything that says you have it, and you can have it after I die, but you can't do anything with it except sell it to somebody else. And the interesting thing, of course, is that Bitcoin's been out there a long time, and people talked about how it would be used in various kinds of exchange, but none of our companies are doing business in Bitcoin or anything. Bitcoin has been used, I think, to move around a fair amount of money illegally. So the people,
or maybe in countries where you have
so the logical move from the introduction of Bitcoin is to go short suitcases, because the money that was taken in suitcases from one country to another, suitcases will probably fall off in demand. So you can look at that as the economic contribution of Bitcoin to the society.
Well, there you have it, guys. And, it just blows my mind, this public opinion that Warren Buffett is bringing to the table regarding Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in general. And, here's the thing. I say public for a reason, because you got to understand Warren Buffett's investments into Bank of America and just the basic society of how we move money and how we treat money. This guy is a multi-mega billionaire, and he's got some serious people that he needs to kind of protect, so to speak. When it comes down to it, so much money of his is invested into just the basic fiat currency concept that there is just no room for him to even talk about cryptocurrency in a positive way. You cannot sit here and tell me that he sat down with Justin Sun and Charlie Lee and all of these amazing developers, and this is his final little bit that he pulls out from that discussion, that 3.5-hour dinner discussion. He knows that there's intrinsic value in cryptocurrency. I truly believe the reason why he's saying what he's saying publicly is because he's genuinely concerned about what's going to happen to his current investments, his mega millions and $1 billion of current investments, if he was to start talking cryptocurrency in a positive way, because that's just the way it is with him. It has to unfortunately be that way for him to protect his own money and assets. But what blows my mind the most is that he actually had the audacity. Now again, this is all hearsay. I'm going off of either Justin Sun's word versus Warren Buffett's word, but he almost made it sound like Justin Sun never gave him Bitcoin or Tron. Now, he said it in a really interesting way. He said, I will never, ever have Bitcoin or Tron, or cryptocurrencies in general. He never actually said, I don't think he really ever said no to Justin Sun giving him Bitcoin. I think in his mind, he's probably referring to the fact he's never actually physically purchased cryptocurrency with his own fiat money. And I don't know, this is just crazy. This blows me away that, you hear what Justin Sun said. He made it sound so incredibly optimistic that Warren Buffett actually might be somewhat open-minded to this whole concept of cryptocurrency. But in the end, it was just a total blow. The whole thing just totally out of the water. Water under the bridge, it's done, but that's okay, guys, because, the reality is that Warren Buffett is not someone who will probably ever endorse cryptocurrencies, especially considering his past history of just being involved in the stock markets, being involved in the fiat banks, being involved in just, what the system is today. And, when you are a multi-billionaire, I got to tell you guys this. I have a friend who actually was talking with us once, and he was saying, listen, if you want to be a billionaire, then what you have to be willing to do is pretty much be a puppet to some degree. You are going to constantly have the feds watching you. People around the world are always going to be watching you. I don't mean from the news. I mean, they're going to be practically you're almost kind of imprisoned to some degree because yes, you have power as a mega billionaire, but you also have the most influence out of the majority of people because of how much money you have. And because Warren Buffett has so much money, he's got advisors and he's got companies that are basically saying, again, this is me throwing out conspiracy, but it just makes sense that they're saying, Warren, if you start to invest in this decentralized stuff, you're going to lose us and our support. You're going to lose a lot of money. Your funds and everything with us are going to go down. And to me, that's how I see it going. So I think that he did tell the truth when he said he had a very pleasant dinner. I think that he was greatly appreciative of the cryptocurrency that was given to him. He might have sold it. That's probably how he justified that, and it's not being a lie. He's not currently holding any cryptocurrency. He probably just sold it. I don't know. But man, two completely different stories between him and Justin Sun. Unfreaking believable. All right, so here's a video on Justin Sun. Obviously, he's the founder of the Tron Foundation, the one who met with Warren Buffett. And let's just hear his side of the story on CNN News. This is really, really interesting to watch Justin versus Warren.
The altcoin, the alternative coin, Tronix. He also says he invests in other digital currencies and recently got a chance to introduce one of the most famous investors in the world to all things crypto. I'm talking Warren Buffett. But first, here's a view on where he thinks crypto goes from here.
Basically, I'm like a crypto believer, so I convert all my assets in 2013. So these days, I only exchange the crypto to fiat if I need to spend money in my daily life.
Do you own other digital assets like XRP, for example, or Ethereum? Are you diversified within your portfolio?
Yeah, definitely. I own a lot of the XRP and the Ethereum too. I'm like a long-term believer of the crypto, so I want all the crypto assets to succeed. So that's why I own a lot of the other different crypto as well.
Price predictions on some of these by the end of, I don't know, 2025.
Sure.
You can tell me what you want to predict. I know that's tough.
Yeah, sure.
Go on then, do 2021.
Yeah, sure. I can do some of the prediction because I'm a long-term believer of blockchain. I definitely believe Bitcoin will pass 100K in 2025. I believe this price, maybe even we can achieve this price before 2025. At the same time, I think lots of the other cryptocurrency projects like Tron, like Ethereum, like XRP, I believe all the projects will also get into a bull market as well.
Did you say this to Warren Buffett, by the way? Did you tell him that you thought that he'd probably recognize Bitcoin perhaps more than anything else at this moment? Did you tell him that you thought it could be $100,000 by 2025? And if you did, what did he say?
I haven't said to him because I want him to more understand the fundamental parts of the blockchain and also crypto. Yeah, so that's why I show him like how to transfer TRX via blockchain. It's just take like a second, and also like how like TRX integrate with Samsung phone, so you can easier to transfer the tokens between two phones. I also tell him like crypto is the money for the next generation. It's the money for the internet. So I think right now Warren Buffett, he was curious to see like what's gonna happen in the next 5 to 10 years.
Whether it's investing or beyond, what advice did he give you?
Warren Buffett tells me if you want to survive in the capital market for over 60 years, you need to be very cautious. You need to always prefer certainty over uncertainty. That's why when we talk about a lot of the investment opportunity, that's the thing he tells me. We always need to focus on the certainty, and we need to know like for the next 5 to 10 years, what's like the most certainty in the world, and bet a huge chunk of the money on the certainty.
It's interesting advice. I mean, did you manage to convince him of the merits of investing in digital assets or blockchain technology? Because for most of these people, that's something otherworldly.
Yes. First of all, I believe Warren Buffett was very open to new technology and crypto and blockchain. That's why he accepted my first Bitcoin and the TRX I sent to him. So, so basically, Warren Buffett is a Bitcoin holder now.
Justin Sun there. Warren Buffett, though, perhaps not quite a true believer yet, but at least open to new technologies.
I don't know, guys. I'd love to hear what your guys' thoughts and comments are. Just leave your comments below, please, because this is probably one of the most interesting back-to-back stories I've heard when it comes to the crypto world, and huge too, because Warren Buffett is one of the largest icons in investor history around the world, and you know we thought this was going to be a potential breakthrough for him, at least to be somewhat interested in the technology. So, but wow, two completely different stories. Really interested to see how this is going to completely pan out. I'd love to see Justin Sun's response to what was just said by Warren Buffett earlier in this video. So anyways, please leave your thoughts and comments below. Like this video, hit the bell notification, subscribe to my channel. That would mean the world to me, guys. Thank you so much. Crypto Cody out.